Our main concern is to make a great album, and at the moment it's like we're just channeled like into that. So at the moment, you know, we're not trying to think about that. You know, I mean, we're at a time in our life where we all have children, or you know, or we're about to. So you know, it's quite incredible, really. It's like a big family, almost like a big sort of mafia thing, you know. Well, I've been very busy at home in Australia in my studio, writing with various people and producing various people, and therefore I've been listening to, you know, a lot of young Australian bands, Aiken Drum, Hoop Snake. There's a band called The Cruel Sea who I think are brilliant. When we made Kick and then X, we were very demonstrative in the way we performed, and at the time, people, you know, if you remember the 80s, because we're a product of the 80s, really. I mean, we're actually a product of the 70s, but we became big in the 80s, and I think that at that time, I don't know if you remember, but it wasn't very cool to move much or even show emotion. You know, people would just sort of sing like this, and that was, you know, whatever, and then we sort of. So now, I mean, now it's sort of, you know, it's the thing to do, you know. So I think we've just discovered that, you know, the best thing about us was when we were ourselves and not trying to be anything else. So I sort of think you'll find this record is a very good representation of what INXS is, you know, really like as people. I've never known the band to sort of be this warm towards each other and supportive of each other. It's a really great feeling, and it's a really great time, and it sounds corny, but after having been together so long, you'd expect those sort of things to be wearing thin, but they're not. They seem to be getting better. Being nervous and a certain level of anticipation is good. You know, otherwise, you know, I'd hate to think any of us were getting sort of blasé or you know, a bit jaded about the whole thing. There's fresh enthusiasm, and there's fresh enthusiasm. I mean, we've got more songs for this record than we've ever had for any album going into it. So much so that I think that, you know, we've got half the next album written as well.